Hi, it's Ronnie, and welcome to Christmas in October, where we will all be creating something with a Christmas theme. It could be a layout, a card, or anything else Christmas we'd like to create. And it's also Christie's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches featuring 31 exclusive sketches. And today's exclusive sketch was created by Allison Davis. A really pretty sketch. I love it, but I might have went just a little bit rogue. So see, I started out like the sketch, 3 photos. I'm using those two Tim Holtz dies, and then I'm using 49 and Market Vintage Noel Art Vintage Artistry Noel. It's from 2020, and this is only the second layout I'm making with it. When I put it up, I didn't put it with the rest of the Christmas, and I'd think about it. But I wouldn't be doing a Christmas layout when I think about it. But I did today. I'm using that Tim Holtz uh, poinsettia die, and it comes with 2 layers. And if you look at the front of the packaging, it offsets the top layer on both the greenery and the poinsettia. So that's what I'm doing. It doesn't, I don't think it shows yellow there for the center, but I wanted yellow, so I used a 1/3 inch punch to punch it out. And on the greenery, I used 2 different colors of green. So the one that has the darker bottom has a lighter top, and vice versa, because I like to have more than one shade of green when I'm using greenery, just so the individual leaves will show up a little bit better. And this one branch here, it looks like it has berries. However, it did not include one of those cute little dies that does enough little berries for each branch or something. I've seen that on dies before. In fact, I have one that has it. But this 1/8 inch punch works just fine. So I just punch them out and put them on top. And I use my piercing tool because my fingers are just a little bit too chubby to be using them. Now, when I was making the flowers, I was pretty much done with them when I was cutting them out, die cutting them. And I thought, oh my, they might not work on this because I think I'm going to need smaller flowers to do that design. Well, rather than find some other flowers and not use the ones I die cut out, I decided I'd kind of scatter my flowers on the page. So that's where I went rogue. And I did offset my photos just a little different from what was in the sketch so I could go with it. But there is banners behind the pictures. I've got them. I've got flowers. I've got 3 photos. And I've got a long title. So you can tell I started out with the sketch anyway. I am using 2 of the laser cuts that was in the little collection kit. I got it on a Black Friday at Cherry on Top a couple years ago, and it had everything in there, including dimensional flowers, which I'm not sure if I'll be using them for this. I might put them on a card or something that I'm going to pass out, but I keep both times now I've talked myself out of using them. But I wanted those laser cut lacy looking things to be all 4 of the banners that I was planning on using. Well, 4 as far as I could stretch it. So I spread them out a little farther and I cut them apart so that I could have 4 long strips behind my photos. The little kit, it was a kit, I think it was called a kit when I bought it. It had the ephemera in there, and so I took one of the pieces there and used that for my title. Oh, and I forgot to show the dies. It's Memory Box Mini Varsity dies for the title. And the title's Gracie, You Light Up Our Lives with Your Love. Because I had to fill in all those little spaces and make a long title because I was trying to stick a little bit at least with the sketch. Like it. It has this really pretty tree there, and I thought about putting my little cluster down lower. I know there isn't one in the sketch, But there is journaling. So I thought, well, I need to put something, towards the right a little bit. And I decided to go ahead and put it on the tree so the tree will look like it's in the background instead. And there was pine cones in the laser cuts, and I will put 5 with each one of, I'll put one with each one of the flowers, and then there will be an extra one, and I won't find it till after I'm done taking the pictures and start to take the layout to the other room. And when I picked it up, I seen one more under there. So I put it on the layout because I figured, where am I going to put just one on any layout? And it'll probably get lost. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on here. And then I took the pictures again. Yeah, just one pine cone, and I took the pictures again. Now, in each one of these floral clusters, I'm putting foam tape underneath the center of the poinsettia, and then some of the leaves I am gluing down and then putting foam tape just under the tips. And then some pieces of greenery I am gluing straight down to the layout, and some I'm layering on top of the leaves. So I've got more than one layer there, and I'm just kind of tucking underneath the poinsettias. But while I'm doing that, I want to mention that down there below you'll find all the links for the Christmas in October. Plus, you will find the master link for all the videos for Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches, and all you have to do is click on the one link to be able to watch them all. You will also find a link to the Facebook group, and it has the sketches in each one of its folders, so you can put a picture of your layout in that folder under that sketch. So like sometimes there's 30 or more underneath one sketch, and that way anybody that wants to see all the layouts that everybody's posted on the Facebook group there, all they have to do is click on the sketch and scan down and see them all. And anybody can join. So all you have to do is click on the link down there below. Then in Instagram has the hashtag, and use the hashtag for your layout or use the hashtag to find all the layouts. So plenty of inspiration and different ways to find it down there below. I had cut off a couple of branding strips, and I decided to use one for a banner, but I wasn't sure which one, so I had to wait and look. And none of them was going to be long enough to go all the way across and still have my poinsettia there. So I clipped part of the end off, and you will see me there put it back on. And hopefully give the illusion that it's longer than what it actually is. I had planned to put the other candy cane up there at the top, but once I got the poinsettia and banner and stuff on there, I decided I was going to put it down there with the other candy cane after all. So that's why I went ahead and put it in while I was thinking of it, because I didn't want the layout to be done and then me think of it. And so I stopped on that little cluster just to put that in there. Now, for my photos, uh, these pictures are of Gracie. Her grandma had taken her for a photo shoot just to get her picture taken in the cute little outfit she had bought for her. And I made a couple layouts last year with these photos, but of course her grandma seen them and she was wanting me to make her a couple layouts. So that's what I'm doing, is making her a couple of layouts from that day. And I wanted a few poses. I didn't think to ask her which ones she wanted me to use, but I picked the ones that I liked and used them on this layout. And she's playing with a string of lights and looks so cute. Oh, she's adorable. She looks so much like her mother. And the funny thing is, they both look a lot like my dad did when he was a kid. So, generation after generation. But let's see where we're at here. Oh, I putting the rub-ons on. I had not used any on the other layout that I did because I was wondering how good they were and kind of put it off and just didn't use them. However, I have since learned that 49 and Markets rub-ons are really good. So I used them for this layout. And since I knew that good ones go over layers, I made sure I put that one on the bottom right over the top of the dictionary description and on the paper so that it would be straight over the layers, and it worked perfectly just like the good ones do. And then I am splattering some white dilutions, linen white dilutions, all over the layout, kind of like snow. There is already some on the paper to start with, on the mixed media printed on the page, but I thought I'd add a little bit more so that everything on the layout would have a little bit of snow. But if you look there below the picture on the right, it does have an acorn now. Not an acorn, it's a pine cone. Oh, it is a pine cone. um, there's the little rub on and how it went right over the top of that. And there's my added pine cone right there. And yeah, it would have just got lost and never end up on layout probably. So I'm glad I found it before I walked away. But if you leave a comment down there below, I'll try to get back with you. And if you like the video and hit a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you subscribe. And those of you who already are, thank you so very, very much. And thank you all for watching my video today. I appreciate that too. But make sure you check out the links down there below for lots more inspiration using this sketch. And they may not went as rogue as I did. They might have stuck a lot closer to the sketch. But that's one good thing about sketches. They can be inspiration or jumping off points. But yeah, I started out with it and then I tried to make sure I used as many parts of it as I could. But have a happy, scrappy week. Bye.